What is up, guys? How's it going today? My name is Syratube, and today we're coming back with another Friday live stream like we do every Friday here on YouTube. So hopefully, of course, you guys do enjoy those live streams. But today we're going to be working with 305 mil. Cannot wait to flip today. The flipping this week has been absolutely unreal. So hopefully you can tune in, flip with me, learn how to flip if you don't know, or if you're trying to improve your flipping skills. We'd love to have you in here. Leave a like if you are enjoying the live stream. Of course, join our Discord, link in the description below if you are interested in learning how to flip and improving your flipping skills. Not going to touch too much on that today because honestly, I'm just really excited to go and flip. The margins this week have been crazy for me. I've been making a ton of money. We hit 300 mil this week, so round of applause for that, guys. And on top of that, though, what I've noticed is I made so much money that I think I made almost 18 mil these past 2 days because I just bought a bond, and those are running, what were they running for, like 3.9 mil? Yeah, 3.9 mil for a bond, and I still have 305 mil left to work with, so that means I must have been close to 310 mil, must have been at 309 mil about. So yeah, that means I've been making some serious bank this week, guys. Super excited to continue the bank as we do always here on the live stream. So anyway, I see all of the love coming in from the live chat. Pumpkin Face, what's up, man? Eric Croc, good to see you. As I always call you Eric Croc. It's Eric Croc. I'm so sorry, man. What's up, dude? Good to see you as well. Zach, good to see you. What's up, man? Vindez, you're catching the live stream, so congrats. Tune in, man. Hopefully I can teach you some good tips here. Pumpkin Face, of course. Oh, I already said hi to you, man. Spamming my live chat up here. But Gravid, what's up, man? I'm learning Vorkath. I know. Congratulations on completing Dragon Slayer 2. Round of applause to Gravid for that. 300 mil Pog, yeah, that's right, exactly. Let me just shout out everyone in the live chat before we get started here, guys. And John Scrim came to say hi. I gotta go, I think you meant to say, but we'll catch up later, though. It's Auto Grotto from the Discord. Gotcha. So anyway, good to see all of you. Thank you for tuning in today on today's live stream. Today twice. That's a little bit strange on the commentary there, but let's go ahead and start. We're going to start with sharks. Now, this is like such a random item to start with, but the sharks have been running me pretty good margins this week, so we're definitely not afraid to flip those. And I have not done any flipping this morning. Only 1 GP margin on the sharks. Of course, I talk about a good margin, and then we cannot get a good margin on those. But yeah, so I've been talking in the Discord a lot recently, showing a lot of my flips in there, and I am slowly improving on my higher margin flips, excuse me. But everything in OSRS is like very, very low priced right now. So if you are looking to buy some gear in the game, right now is probably the best time to do so. I think item prices will go up in the next 3 weeks or so. So just be careful. If you do have money, spend it. Buy your gear now because things are very, very cheap. So everything's on sale, guys. So anyway, we're going to do the Bandos Tacets. First here, I checked the Bandos chestplate, but the margin is not high enough for us to really capitalize on. VPixels, what's up, man? It is good to see you. Hopefully we can get a good margin on the Bandos Tacets here. Now, the Bandos Tacets are quite an expensive flip. Even with 305 mil, I don't flip a ton of them, and the margin right now is really not that great, but we're going to go ahead and try to flip 3 of them, hopefully get that out of the way, make up for our margin costs there. Anyway, it looks like we're going to have a trade coming in here, and I can only assume it is a vial of water donation coming in from J-Rod. Let's see what he's got for us. 1 vial of water coming in for, 13,000 vials of water. There we go. Coming in from J-Rod. Thank you, J-Rod. Really do appreciate it. He's actually been a huge donator. He donates a lot of water off stream, so thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate that. Look, guys, we're almost at 7.7 million vials of water. Oh my god, we're actually getting mad close to the goal, so I am very, very shocked about that. I actually did not think when we started that stack that we'd actually ever get close to a 10 mil stack. What am I talking about? A 10 mil stack. Ooh, a little bit tired today, guys, not going to lie, but of course I'm always excited to do the Friday streams. We get a lot of good viewership on these, and a lot of people love to see me flip on Fridays. So hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Friday. If you're off work, that's awesome. Enjoy your weekend. If you got to work over the weekend, that stinks, but hey, you got to do what you got to do to make those bills, just like we are here flipping in RuneScape. So anyway, we're going to do the Zamorakian Hosta next. Zamorok, if I can spell, Zamorakian Hosta. Jeez, Zamorakian. I don't know why it's not called the Zamorak Hosta. I don't really know who named this item, but that is quite funny. For those tuning in now, we started at 305 mil today. Hopefully we can make like maybe 2 mil on stream today. That would be quite nice. It looks like the margins are really not that good. compared to where they've been these past couple of days. So I don't know if we'll be able to make enough, or not enough money. We're definitely going to make enough money, but as much money as we made before. We're going to try the Dragon Dart Tips next. Now, Dragon Dart Tips are a really nice flip for about a 30 to 40 mil cash stack. Same with the Dragon Darts themselves. I really like flipping these items because they tend to have really high margins for such a high quantity item. They are a little bit riskier, I'm not going to lie. You cannot flip these that easily all the time. So when you are flipping these, just be very, very careful because they are very volatile and they can crash on you quite easily. We're going to set 29862, 995. Recently, though, this past week, I've had a lot of success with the Primordial Boots, the Eternal Boots. What else have I done this week that's been pretty good that maybe you guys can try? The God Swords were not that good, so don't try those. I had a huge Blowpipe flip, bigger than I usually get, so that's quite nice. Did Rude Darts, those were good. The Abyssal Bludgeons have been quite nice as well. And if you guys don't know, I post a lot of my flips in the Discord. Link in the description below, guys. I put a lot of my flips in there, like I literally just said that. But yeah, so I've been posting a lot in there recently too, just trying to show you guys some of the items I'm flipping and some of the successful margins that I've actually gotten. And it's a great place to learn how to flip if you are a new flipper, or even if you're an experienced flipper. You should definitely check that out because yeah, a lot of people go in there, give me a really, really solid feedback on just the Discord and what it's about. So. Oh, it looks like we have something coming in here. I just missed it. We have a subscriber, Sean Scrim, coming in. Just subscribe. Thank you, man. Really do appreciate the subscription. I knew you were in the Discord, so thank you for that. And Pumpkin Face, thank you so much for the 13,000 vials of water. That's going to put us over the edge. I think we're at 7.7 million vials now. As soon as I can find them. Am I blind? Or oh, no, we're on the wrong tab here. Where are those vials? There they are, 7.7 million, guys. That's crazy. And Ice T, I have your Dragon Hunter crossbow as soon as you need it as well, man. Anyway, guys, good to see you all today. Hopefully you're having a banging Friday. I know I am. Let's get some flips going, guys. Let's make some bank. And let's go ahead and do Mahogany Planks. Dude, I cannot spell today, can I? Mahogany Planks, that's going to be PL. We're going to list these. Hopefully the margin's pretty decent on them. Ooh, they went up a lot in price. The other day when I checked these, they were at like 1970. So it looks like the margin is not that great and it's at a pretty high price. So we're going to stay away from that for now. But we'll follow that up with the oak planks. Maybe we can get a 4 GP margin on the oak planks, hopefully. Anything over a 3 GP margin, I would say, is quite good for the oak planks. So keep that in mind. Oak planks are a great flip for even smaller cash stacks. Like, I would even say 15, 20 mil. Oak planks are going to be a great flip for you. Even 10 mil, but you won't be able to flip the limit. Eric Rock says, off work? What's that? LOL. Just got done doing my side job on my lunch break. Man, that stinks, but you'll get off work soon enough, man, and you can enjoy that weekend. Anyway, Jordy says, are pegs a good flip currently? I actually don't know. I'm not going to check them. That's a little bit too risky for what I want to do right now, but we might be able to do them later on in the stream. I only have 120 mil, so I don't quite want to allocate that much capital towards flipping the Pegasians right now, but maybe in the future we'll get into that. Dragon Dart margin is actually huge right now, so we're going to go ahead and try to flip the limit of those as well. The Dragon Dart tips are buying out too, so that is good to see. And we're going to go ahead and check the mana rays. I don't know what it is. For some reason, mana rays treat me very well. A lot of people in the Discord are saying they don't really like to flip the mana rays. It doesn't really work that well for them. But I almost always succeed on these guys. So I don't know if it's just luck, if these are a super lucky item for me and Jagex is on my side with them, or what the deal is. But I can always flip them. So yeah, and I'm definitely not really too nervous about flipping them right now. Mana rays are at quite a low price compared to where I've seen them. They bounce anywhere between like 1k to 1.4k, so they're at the lower end. Not afraid to go in and flip those. Looks like we were able to flip the Tacits. Not a big margin on those at all. Literally only net us like what, 30k or something like that. 30k, so we'll flip some more just because it was easy, but it really not making a ton of money on that. The next item we're going to actually move into though, with 76 mil, is the Berserker rings and the Archer rings. The nice thing about flipping the the Berserker rings and the Archer rings is when you have like 70 mil left to work with, they are the perfect items to flip. It costs about 30 mil for, I think, to flip the limit of each of them about, so it's really easy to flip. The margins actually recently on the Berserker rings and the Archer rings have been really nice, so I would highly recommend flipping them or at least checking them out if you have, I would say, around a 40 to 50 mil cash stack to work with. They're super good. They flip really quick compared to a lot of items. They're not quite as fast as an Amulet of Fury. Those are going to be your best. If you can get a good margin on the Amulet of Fury, you're going to be making really quick cash and some really quick bank, to be quite honest. So I'd always recommend checking the Amulet of Fury before you check the Archer's rings and the Berserker rings, but hey, I never follow my own flipping tips, so here we are. I think Ezio wants a trade. I'm not sure, but I'm going to assume he does. What's up, Recon Drones, by the way? It is good to see you, man. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Friday. What the dude, what? 1.5 million vials of water? This has got to be one of the biggest donations we've ever had here on live stream, guys. What the heck? Dude, how long did that take to buy out? You must have had to buy that on an alt, dude, because that must have taken, like, a significant amount of time. Ezio, thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate that donation. We're going to add that right to the stack. Man, we are getting close. Oh my, 9.2 million vials of water. Dude, we are close. I'm so excited to hit 10 million vials of water. That's crazy. And even right now, I've got my water right next to me. It's right here. I'm trying to, like, shake it so you guys can hear it, but yeah, it's right here. So anyway, we're gonna give Ice-T his Dragon Hunter crossbow back real quick, by the way. Just confirm that's you, man. I just don't want to give it to some random guy. And then once we confirm this, we will get back to the live stream. Griffith says, give me that Dragon Hunter crossbow. Ice-T, Vork is spanking me. Is this you, Ice-T? I assume you're still in the live stream here. Give it to some random guy, please, then you get him dead. Okay, well, I'm just going to assume this is you at this point. Anyway, we got all the Bandos Tacits here, so we're going to turn around and sell those. 29861. So, 995. So, I don't know if you guys know the flipping strategy of chopping your margins. It's a video I've actually wanted to make. Now, basically what it is when you're flipping an item, and let's say you flip 3 of them, and you go back to buy another quantity, you want to bump up the price very slightly, like 5 GP, 10 GP on the buy offer. This is only for high margin items, and the reason you want to do this is because when the item is actually traded, there is a chance that if you're using RuneLite or OS Buddy, that the price gets recorded and put onto GE Tracker or like the RS Buddy site, and that means someone else can see the margin that you exactly bought for. So when you chop your margins, increasing or decreasing your price by a couple of GP, yes, you are making slightly less money, but it is way safer because people can see and possibly match your margins. I'm crashing the market with the vials. Yeah, I'm sure, man. You're probably increasing the price, honestly. SW says, hey, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man, on another live stream. Thanks for tuning in this Friday. Hopefully you're having a good Friday yourself. I know I am. Honestly, I've been up doing a lot of homework today, but I also went for a run. Trying to work out, get a little bit healthier, guys. So, interesting. That you don't usually hear that from RuneScape players, do you? Looks like we finished Berserker rings and Archer's rings at about the same exact time. So we're gonna go ahead and list these. And honestly, I'm pretty sure these are gonna make us a solid cash. Some solid cash. Jeez, I cannot speak today. I feel like that's a problem, is when I try to say so much on live stream and I try to keep the commentary really like up and informative, I always mess up my words. 5597995. That just goes to show you that you gotta keep improving on everything in life. Your flipping, your social life, everything, dude. You gotta keep improving, keep working at it, and you'll eventually get better. My commentary has definitely gotten better. I'll definitely say that. Anyway, got about 12 mil left to work with here. I think we're gonna do the air orbs. Anytime I've got it around 10 mil, I usually throw it into air orbs just because I know it is a flip that costs about 10 mil to flip the limit. Just going to place this in here. Hopefully we can get a decent margin on those. I don't really think 4 GP is going to be worth it for a 12 mil flip, but that's okay. We can check out Zolver scales and we'll go with those. Hopefully the margin on those is going to run us at least 2 GP. If it is, we're going to do it. It's only 1 GP. Check the Revenant Ether. This happens a lot with flipping. You just got to check a bunch of items and find what's good. And, you know, if you check high quantity items, you're really only going to be flipping, like what? When you check the margins, you're only going to be losing a couple GPs. So you shouldn't really stress about that at least. Let's try the Dragon Arrows actually. Those are going to run us, well, they're really low price. So it's going to be about 8 mil. Okay, they're going up a lot in price. Honestly, maybe even worth an investment on the Dragon Arrows because yesterday the lowest these got yesterday was like 730. I literally bought a ton for 730 yesterday, and now they're already going back up in price. Maybe we missed the window of opportunity on that one, but it's possible they keep going up. Wow, a lot of people in the live chat today. What's up, everyone? Hopefully you're having a good Friday. Hopefully you're enjoying the live stream. Of course, leave a like if you are. It really, really does help me out a lot. Gets my content up there with some other great OSRS creators. And, you know, why not support the stream while you're here if you're having a good time? On top of that, guys, a link in the description below to our Discord group. If you're interested in joining that, it is a great place to learn how to flip with your cash stack. We've had a lot of people join in there recently. Honestly, it's grown like a ton these past 2 weeks, so thank you to all the new members in there, and if you're a long-time member in there, thank you to you as well. It's a great place to learn how to flip, and yeah, basically improve on your flipping. Whether you're a beginner flipper or an experienced flipper, we'd love to have you in there. We'd love to have your insight, and maybe we can give you some insight as well. 17 people and only 2 likes. Come on, that's right, Brian. Smash that like button if you're enjoying, guys. SW says, have you tried the blood runes? They are pretty safe. I haven't tried them yet, just because we haven't, like, if we had like a 3.6 mil and we had a slot open, I would try it. In fact, well, I would try it now, but we have 93 mil, so we're gonna move that into something else. But yeah, I haven't tried the blood runes yet, but don't worry, we're not gonna forget that. I almost always flip blood runes and Zolver scales on the live stream, just because those are my bread and butter flips, man. Bread and butter flips. Love flipping Zolver scales, love flipping blood runes. Some of my favorite money makers, and they're so easy to flip, guys. So the Eternal Boots, not really a great margin on those. Anytime you're flipping Eternal Boots, you're going to want to do at least 15k, in my opinion. If you don't get 15k on the Eternal Boots, probably should just come back to it later. What's up, Monster Trio 333? Good to see you, man. Sorry, there's a ton of people in the live chat today. I'm trying to get to all of the comments. How many vials do you need for 10 mil? I need, what is it, 800k more to get to the 10 mil stack. Let's see, it was 100k margin on Zami God Swords earlier. We could try Zami God Swords, but I think I'm actually going to try the Armadillo God Swords. These have ran me a very good margin. Someone last stream recommended that I flip the Armadillo God Swords, and all week I've been doing them, and the margins have been fantastic. So whoever recommended that, thank you so much. Made me a lot of bank, so... we're only going to get like 50-ish K on them today, so not as good as I've been getting recently. Been getting like 100, 150K on these as of late, so not as much, but we're going to go ahead and flip 6 of them, and we'll see how we do on those. Syratube, Tome of Fire is an easy 300k if you do the limit. Okay, I'll check that out in a second, but Eric Rock, dude, I always mess up your name, man, so sorry. Coming in with the trade. Let's see how many vials he's got for us. 14,748 vials. Love to see it, man. Thank you for the donation. Really do appreciate that. Shout out to you, one of my mods. Everyone thank him for all his dedication to the Discord group and the moderation work that he does. 9.2 million vials, guys. Cannot wait to get that 10 mil stack. Anyway, I need 1 second, guys. I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. And we are back. I know that didn't take very long, but oh, we actually have some flips coming through here. Very good to see. The Zamorak Hostas, I actually thought we were going to have to cut back on those. I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to buy them, so glad they came in while I was gone. We're going to list those for 14,524. Put those in there, let them do their thing, and I actually want, we finished on the Berserker Rings, so I want to try the Tome of Fire, because those are, I've actually seen people flip the Tomes of Fire before. Now, it's been a while since I flipped one myself, but I have done them before. It's just been a good amount of time. I've never made a ton of money on these, to be quite honest. And if we flip the limit, it looks like it's only going to be like 15k or so in profit. So we're going to stay away from that. I think we can get some more profit flipping some other items. 34 mil is going to be a good amount to do. Let me think. Oh, you know what we can do? The Guthans and the Darok sets have been pretty good this week too. So I'd like to see if we can get the same margins I've been getting earlier this week on them today. So let's check these out and see if we can make some bank. Yeah, like that's honestly guys, for a Guthan's armor set, an item that costs about 3 mil to flip, like that's a very, very solid margin. Maybe like 40k on those. So yeah, we're definitely going to go in and flip a couple of those. The Daroks and the Guthan sets were an item I flipped when I had like 40-ish mil, and 30-40 mil, and I was trying to grow my cash stack. And it was one of the best items when I was flipping it. I remember flipping Guthan sets for like 150k each at times, which is really, really nice. Brian said, oof, that margin went out of the window really quick. Yeah, I was going to say, I assumed you probably found a better margin on it when you were recommending it to me, because I was like, 1k margin, that's not very good at all. But yeah, it must be a very volatile item. Jordy says, messing up mine and Eric's name will become a meme soon enough. Dude, I'm going to get memed so hard this summer, I guarantee, because we'll do a lot more webcam streams over the summer, I think. Just because it's more fun when you have the webcam going for long periods of time. Why not, right? So, yeah. I don't know if some of you remember the stream where I was doing, like, the RuneScape emotes for donations. That was, I mean, it wasn't anything crazy, but that was a fun stream. There's a lot of memes that came out of that one. I've got some vials of water. Okay, I'll step away from the GE, let you come trade me. Jordy asks, are the God Bless D'hide items any good? That's a good question. The boots sometimes can be very good. Soul Mueller 300, thank you for the 13,651 vial of water donation. Really do appreciate that. Add that to the stack. We are getting really close, guys. Imagine when we have 10 mil vials of water. Literally, it's going to be blue, and that's got to be like 30, 40 mil in GP value. Like, that's crazy. Thank you, guys, for all the donations that you put in so far to get me there. Really do appreciate that. But yes, the Blessed D'hide items, the Zamorak boots are pretty good. The Syratube boots are good. I also used to flip the Syratube D'hide, the chest piece. That was pretty good too. But I haven't flipped that in a long time because I have a lot of money to flip with now. So those aren't really enough profit for me anymore, but I could get 15, 20k on those at times. Deadplan says, hey Syratube, didn't spell it quite right, but I knew you were trying to get me to say that. I didn't fall for that. But yeah, what's up, man? Hopefully you are having a good Friday. I know I am. Hopefully you're enjoying the live stream. Of course, leave a like if you are. Subscribe if you want more content like this. And join our Discord, link in the description below if you are trying to learn how to flip. It is a very effective place to pick up a ton of flipping tips and items for you to try out for yourself. So, anyway. KJ Ab says, hey, nice, we live, let's get it. What's up, KJ? Hopefully you're having a good Friday. And yeah, I know I am, that's for sure. I got some vials and want you to rate my fashion escape on my skiller. Okay, let's see it, man. I'll definitely give you a rating. Ooh, okay. I'm assuming this is the skiller here, but you might be pretty disappointed by the fashion escape rating you get. But thank you for the 13,000 vials of water that you've given me. I like the fashion, you know, I like the gold, the matching of the gold, but come on, like, gold free-to-play trimmed items, like, you know, we need to have a little bit more style than that, you know, that's just a little too cheap for my liking. It looks good, but, you know, it'd be better if you had, like, some more elite items that are harder to achieve. It doesn't look bad, but you look kind of newbie, you know? No offense, no offense. I'm just saying. Anyway, let's go ahead and check on the flips here. Wow, a lot of activity in the live chat. What's up, everyone? Hopefully you're having an awesome day. VPixel says, my fiance has learned well. She walked into the room and said, is that Syratube? Yes, yes, recognized by the fiance, recognized by a female. I think that is quite the accomplishment for me. Anyway, what's up, VPixel's fiance? Hopefully you're having a great Friday. I know I am. Thank you for recognizing me. I now feel significant. Anyway, 14,000 or 14,001,995 is what we're going to be listing the Armadyl God Swords for. And we have 73 mil to work with, so we can definitely put that into a nice flip here. I just kind of want to check the Darok sets, just because the Darok sets are usually act very similar to the Guthin sets. I find the Guthin sets are a little bit easier to flip than the Darok sets, but that being said, the Darok sets usually have slightly better margins. That's not the case today, though. They're about the same margin, a little bit less for the Darok sets. We're going to go ahead and try to flip 7 of those, see if we can succeed. And yeah, basically we're going to wait now because we got 51 mil to work with, but we can't really move it around too much. We're going to check on the Dragon Dart tips and the Dragon Darts here in a few minutes. They haven't made a ton of progress, so I think the GP might be better spent elsewhere, if you know what I mean. So we'll keep a tab on that, and hopefully we can find some better items to flip that will make us some bank. Anyway, has anyone been flipping this past week? Have you guys been flipping a lot? Maybe not as much. Maybe you're progressing in-game. Let me know. I would love to hear what you guys have been up to. The flipping, though, I have to say, has been very, very nice. So if you haven't been flipping this week, I definitely recommend trying it out. A lot of the items dropped significantly in price, so you can pick up a lot of items for cheap, and the margins have been stretching because of that. So very good time to flip if you haven't. I assume a lot of these margins will probably start to close over the weekend, so the sooner the better. He rates it a 2 out of 10. Harsh LMAO. Ooh, can I come and fashionscape? Sure, man. I'll give you a rating on your fashionscape. But if you guys want to save your fashionscape, we will be doing a couple of fashionscape competitions this summer for you know, of course, GP prizes. Probably like 10 mil to the winner, and then, you know, a couple bond, maybe 2 bonds to second place and 1 bond to third place or something like that. We'll figure out the rewards. But yes, the fashionscape competitions are definitely a thing on this channel that we like to do. So yeah, save your fashionscape if it's really good. You don't want to, you know, sell yourself out for no prize, basically. Always World 321 when we're streaming. So yeah. Whew, my voice is getting tired already. We're going to be going for an hour today though, guys, so hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. And yeah, we'll try to keep up the good content. We'll try to keep up the flips for you guys. And let's give the darts and the Dragon Dart tips like another minute here, because they're not really doing too much. 321 for life. That's right, J-Rod. I'm literally always in this world. Like, if I log in, there's only 2 reasons I won't be in this world. 1 is I don't notice I'm not in this world, or 2, I had to hop worlds to find something in-game. Like a good training spot or, you know, things like that. Brian says, I was flipping Justicar and Avernic Hilts, mostly been getting like 400k margins. That's insane. I tried to flip Justicar one time, but I find that it's really, really slow. It might be good if it's like if you're trying to do like a swing trade over a couple hours, maybe 2 to 4 hour time window, where you're trying to flip that, excuse me, the Justicar flipping. That being said, I can only imagine that the Justicar sets have like really great margins here recently, because they've gone down a lot in price. Same with the Avernic Hilts. I have tried to flip Avernic Hilts before, haven't been successful in that either, excuse me. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's like a patience thing. I can't really get the listing. Maybe I can't get the price listings right or whatnot for those, but I can never flip them successfully. I like to stick to items that, even if they're higher margins, are traded more frequently. So, like the Abyssal Bludgeons can sometimes have really good margins, but they're traded like quite frequently. So, even if the margin closes a bit more, I'm not really afraid to flip it, because demand will always be there for the item. I feel like Justicar sets, the demand isn't necessarily there all the time, just because it's not an essential item to the game. The only thing I can think of Justicar sets really being used for is Inferno. I might be wrong on that. They might have other uses, but my game knowledge tells me that. And I think Rune Dragons too, maybe. I leave them in overnight mostly. Yeah, that would make sense. 22 viewers. What's up, everyone? Hopefully you're having a good Friday. Let me know what you're up to today. Are you playing RuneScape all day? Are you going to go do something fun on this Friday? Are you going to go to the bar or something like that? Let me know. I always like to know what you guys are up to besides you know, just doing my basic life stuff. Friday is a RuneScape day for me. 30,000 vials of water coming in from Ice Tea. Will that take us over the edge? It will be close. 43,000 vials of water, banking those. 9,284,000 vials of water. Whoo-wee. Wow, we've gotten a lot of donations of the water recently too, so thank you to everyone for supporting the channel. A wild Iced Tea appears, says VPixels. Yeah, I know, right? He doesn't pop up often, but when he's here, he is quite a force to be reckoned with. I'll buy 700k more for you. Don't feel pressured, man. I want to think of it as like a team effort, you know? I don't want anyone to put so many in that it basically gets us to the limit. I want to, like, if you do huge donations, that's awesome, but it's a team effort. We're building together, building all these donations together to get the 10 million vials of water. And then I don't know what we're going to do. I think we're going to start a new collection after that. Maybe we'll do purple sweets. I know we talked about that a little bit, and that would be really cool to have, because we just have all this candy, and then, I don't know, it's cool. But, of course, like, I feel like if you're, like, a big flipper in RuneScape, you should start an item collection, because it's just fun to be like, yeah, I've got so many of this. I don't know why. Team effort as VPixels gives 1.5 mil. No, that was, Ezio gave 1.5 mil of the vials. Purple sweets would be kind of expensive, lol. Hey, I mean, we graduated from the vials of water, we gotta move to something else, you know? Collection of compost potions. The problem with that is it would take forever, because I think you can only get 2,000 every 4 hours, so we'd really have to put in an effort for that one. You've got 5.2 million Terramintar? What the heck? The problem with that is it never sells. Like, you can list stuff like that on the GE, and it will just never, ever sell. So it's really easy to collect those. You can buy them, but you can't sell them. I mean, I'm sure you could sell them if you kept it in there for like 6 months, but the limit is 50. Oh my, that would be insane. Brian says, I got torched on Zalandra teleports, bought 10k at like 22k, and they're worth under 19k at the moment. Actually, these do, the Zalandra teleports fluctuate in price a lot, so if you hold it for a couple days, you'll probably be able to sell it. That being said, if you have a lot of your money invested in that, sometimes it is better to take the loss and just use that money to flip over the next few days, because you will be able to make more profit out of it. That is something that you have to decide with your cash stack. You know, I'll leave that up to you, but it is something to consider. Anyway, these dragon darts really aren't moving. I kept the dragon dart tips in because they started to move pretty well. So we're going to sell these off, the dragon darts off, and hopefully all these dragon darts finish. The Armadyl God Swords are starting to sell too, so I'm very happy to see that. They're not making us huge profits, but we're getting, what, like 50k almost? A little bit less. Like, I think it was like 44k for each Armadyl God Sword, so that's nice. The Archer's Rings are taking a while, but we're getting them off too. And everything seems to be doing fine so far. We're not going to leave the dragon, or the Darrock's armor sets in for too long, but we'll let them sit for a while. Hopefully we can pick up a couple of those. Aerogotic, what's up, man? Good to see you on this Friday. Hopefully you're having a good Friday. Leave a like if you are, and of course, leave a like if you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, I'm pretty exhausted today, but of course, I cannot let you guys down on the Friday stream. We're always here streaming on Fridays, so hopefully you guys do enjoy it. 27 viewers. Wow. Friday, of course, is our most popular stream, so welcome everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Friday. I know I am, and yeah, let's get to some flipping. Hopefully we can make some bank. I was thinking that maybe we could get at least 1.5 mil on stream today. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we're definitely going to keep flipping until it does, or until we can get close enough to be happy. Oh, I'm here to be judged. Okay. Fashionscape judge time. Where are you, man? I'll find him. Dude, this gambling bot has been here for like literally 3 days. Can someone ban him? Like, oh, this is actually pretty sick. Level 87, okay. You know, I do like the Fashionscape. It is a little basic, not gonna lie. You know, you're just basically wearing the Blessed D'hide set. I mean, the red party hat took a nice addition. The staff is a little bit off, though. That color change, not really a big fan of that. You might be better off with just a fire staff, honestly. But the shield is sick. I really do like the shield. And the dragon boots, we'll pass those off. Those can slide. Although, if you're going to wear the top and the bottom of the Zamorak Blessed D'hide, you might as well just wear the Zamorak D'hide boots as well. So, I'm gonna give that like a 4 out of 10, honestly. We can't really let you know, low fashionscape quality like that slide. You know what I mean? We're gonna be harsh today. You gotta have some sweet fashionscape if you want me to give you a good rating, you know? I basically rate my fashionscape on how cool I think the look is and how like elite it is. So if it's like very unique or like a unique set, or if it's hard to accomplish, that does play into the rating, guys. The brutal honesty. Hey, I gotta keep it honest here on the channel. You guys know I'm very blunt and I'm very straightforward with you. Going to cut back on the Darox armor sets as well. Not really working there, but we do have 190 mil to work with. Let's try flipping some Primordial boots. I find that the Primordial boots are a little bit easier to flip than the Pegasians. That's just in my experience, though, although the Pegasians always have better margins. So, yeah, to keep that in mind. And, of course, the Primordial boots have, like, the worst margin in the world right now. So we're going to skip out on that. Let's take a look at the Dragon Warhammer. This is not an item I actually flip too often, and I don't know why. I think it's pretty expensive to flip, so that's why I don't do it a ton, but it keeps dropping in price, to be honest. In the short term, I think the Dragon Warhammer is a good flip, but I would definitely not hold anything like this overnight. If you do want to flip it overnight, put a really low listing in, and hopefully you can pick up a few cheap ones. We've got about 81 mil left to work with. Grimy Renard is what we're going to be checking out next. Now, it's at 6.6k, which is pretty low. It was 6.5k yesterday, so it looks like it is rebound. Oh, there's big opportunity on that right now. We're going to go ahead and try to flip a couple of these. Hopefully, we can get as many as we can in. And with 9 mil, we're going to work on some other items. I'm thinking with about 9 mil, we could actually, it's not going to cost us the limit, but let's check the Blood Runes. Now, Blood Runes, Zelver Scales, we'll check them again. Now, these, of course, like I always say, guys, my bread and butter flips. One of my favorite 2 flips to do in the entire game, just because, hey, it's such easy money, so easy to flip, and they flip incredibly fast. Same with the Amulet of Torture, but I don't know if that can necessarily be considered a bread and butter flip, just because it does cost a little bit more money to do that. But J-Rod says, oh, that's pretty cool, 4 out of 10, Sierra. Hey, you know, it's a cool look. I like the look. But the problem is, like, it's not, like, I can just go buy that on the GE, you know? Like, there's no, like, really uniqueness to that. Whereas if, like, you have, like, a full set of, or if you're wearing, like, the Varrock Elite armor, or, like, some of it, then, like, oh, that's pretty cool, right? Because he worked to get that and stuff like that. He has those accomplishments. So, the accomplishment side sort of plays into the Fashionscape rating. Cool look, but it's not enough bling. That's right. See, Jordy is right on that. Or like if you had a Sanguesti staff, like that'd be pretty sick, right? Because that's expensive. All I know is I hope Ice-T shows up to the Fashionscape competition with the Elysian. That's what I'm really hoping for. That'd be sick. I want an Elysian so bad, but they're so expensive, so we gotta work our way up to that. Anyway, if you guys are having an awesome Friday, let me know. Love to hear what you guys are up to on this Friday. If you're playing RuneScape all day like me, then yeah, definitely let me know. But leave a like if you are enjoying the live stream. Subscribe if you want more flipping content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy them. Lots of streaming plans for this summer. We're going to be streaming a ton. So hopefully you are looking forward to that. I know I am. It's going to be exhausting, guys. I'm going to be putting out longer streams more frequently, and really seeing if I can get a hold of this streaming stuff. So, yeah, I would love for you guys to join me on that ride as I try to grow here on YouTube and eventually Twitch. We're going to be moving to Twitch, not anytime soon, but this summer I do have plans to move over to Twitch. So, hopefully you guys will support me on there as well. 54,835,000 was what we're going to sell for. Let it do its thing. We should be able to get better. Well, we should be able to sell those pretty quick, I would think. About 130k each for those Dragon Warhammers, but we're only going to make 130k because we have to make up for the margin check costs. So hopefully we can, if we can sell these, then we're going to go back and flip more of them just because the margin's good and we want to make more money off that margin check. If you want an Elysian, you could grind one out through KBD. I don't... KBD doesn't drop the Elysian, right? It's the Corporal Beast, right? I think I need to get higher stats for that, but VPixel says, I prefer Twitch to be honest. Do you use the Streamlabs OBS? Now, that is a good question. I do not use it, but I am planning to move to use it this summer. So, yeah, because you guys know I'm building a new computer and things like that, and we're still in the middle of buying the parts for that, but we're going to do a PC building live stream. So, for you guys that are interested in that, definitely stay tuned to the Discord. I'll keep you guys updated on there about the PC building stream. Should be really fun, though, and something that is a little bit more unique compared to my normal content. So we're going to try doing one of those and see how you guys like it. And of course, we would love the support on that as well, but that's in the future, so don't stress about it now. Oh, I really don't know high-level PVM as much as I thought I do. Yeah, I think if the Elysian was dropping from KBD, the Elysian wouldn't be very expensive. We'll put it that way. Anyway, we got 9 mil left to work with again. What do we make on those blood runes? What, 3 GP margin? 4 GP margin. So, yeah, as you guys can see how long that took, wasn't long at all. Made 40k from that. Super simple flip. If you honestly have a 5 to 10 mil cash stack, flip those blood runes, man. Super easy, super safe to flip. You just net 40k in, like, literally 30 seconds, so. Let me think here. We've got about 9 mil. Let's try those oak planks again. We checked them earlier, but we were only getting a 1 GP margin on them. So let's make sure that we can get a better margin than just 1 GP, because if you're ever going to flip an item for a 1 GP margin, it's probably not worth your time. Looks like it's going to be a 4 GP margin, so I'm happy with that. We're going to go ahead and flip the limit of those. The Dragon Warhammers also bought and sold, and that actually wasn't too slow, so I'm going to go ahead and do a couple more of those. Bump up the margin just a little bit so we can make sure we get them in, and we'll go ahead and sell those off as soon as they come through. The Dragon Arrows are actually taking a long time, and we're going to cut back a little bit on the Archer's Rings, just because we haven't sold any really in a while, so I think the margin might have closed a little bit. Put that down. Not too much, though. Just like a little bit less. And that's just probably 25k less in total, about something like that. 20 to 25k less. But if we can get them off, that's what's important. Cooked sharks are about 8 to 9 mil. Oh yeah, we did check the sharks earlier. It didn't really work out too well for us. The margin didn't look that good. I'm going to try to flip the oak planks, though. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Anyway, what is up, guys? How are you doing on this Friday? I know I'm doing pretty well. You guys doing anything in-game today? You doing any quests? Are you flipping? What are you up to? You know, you guys know me. I'm a big flipper. Basically, when I'm logged in, I'm flipping all the time, every time. Because I really want to get to a 1 bill cash stack. That's like my goal. And since we'll be playing a lot more this summer, I think we actually will start to get close to that 1 bill goal. So, 54, 8, 34, 995. And we'll do, like, I think I'm going to do some PVM today, actually, which is quite, not, I mean, I'm not going to say I never do it, but I don't do it very often. So I might go to Vorcat. We'll see how we do on that. And maybe I'll do some other kind of PVM. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll just do something easy like gargoyles, try to train up my stats at the same time. Not really sure what I'll do, but I do want to flip at the same time, so I don't know. I might put all my money on an ult and buy a bond and just, you know, go kill gargoyles, but at the same time, flip on my ult account and see how much money I can make on there. We'll have to see, though. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I can get a loan or something and flip both. We'll have to see. Yeah, I do want to go to Vorcat, don't get me wrong, but I don't have the Dragon Hunter crossbow anymore, so maybe I'll just buy one. We'll see. Gems are a good flip, says Stalls Balls. I don't think I've seen you around here, Stalls Balls. So if you're new, welcome to the live stream, and hopefully you are enjoying it. Leave a like, of course, if you are. And it says gems are a good flip. You know, I don't really flip gems at all. I feel like gems are more. You get more opportunity out of them if you're a free-to-play player. So for all of you struggling in free-to-play, maybe check out some gems. Although I've never done them myself, so I can't really recommend it too much. You can borrow mine, LOL. Okay, well, we can talk about that after the stream, VPixels. Don't worry about it. I really don't want to do any Vorkath on stream today, to be quite honest. I'm pretty content with just flipping. I'm going to knock the Archer's Rings down a little bit more. 5-5, I think we're going to do 5-5, 8-5. It's going to significantly cut the margin we got on those. But we do need to kind of get them off. I'm a little bit nervous that they're going to start crashing a little bit in price. Just because they're already pretty low, so I feel like they might go lower. I can't do Vork until later tonight, to be honest. Well, I gotta do some homework after this anyway, unfortunately. But I'm almost done with school. Very end of the semester. Just trying to grind it out, finish it, so I can be done with it. And yeah, I just want to put in a solid effort before I'm done for good. 24 viewers today. We've had a lot of people in here today, so hopefully you guys are all enjoying the live stream. I know I say it a lot, but it is important that you guys are having a good time for me. So again, hopefully you are enjoying, and maybe you're following along with some of the flips. Maybe I'm giving you some suggestions, some ideas. I'm trying to branch out a little bit more so you guys kind of get a better idea of what items I flip all around and basically all the time. So I'm trying to give you a better idea, a wider variety, you could say, of items to flip with. So that's why and of course, if you guys have any suggestions about what I should be flipping with my own cash stack, let me know. I would love to try some things out. If you guys have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack though, or what items you should be looking into, let me know. I definitely like making recommendations for you guys and helping you out. So yeah, let me know if you are curious. Aerogotic says, I feel like my entire bank has been from Iron Boots lately, but I'm starting from low cash stack. Iron Boots, are you getting those off monsters, or are you flipping the Iron Boots? I've actually don't think I've ever flipped Iron Boots. I flipped Rune Boots, but they're not amazing. You can make like 30k off Rune Boots, and it only costs you about 700k to flip the limit of them. So considering that, it's not too bad, although they're not the fastest flip to do. So you know, there's some drawbacks and takeaways from flipping the Rune Boots, but if you have a low cash stack like 5 mil, you know, flipping Rune Boots is worth your time, I would say. I was buying at 4.6k and selling for 5.6 to 7k. That's actually very, very good. Ignacio Escobedo, I think that's how I say your name. If I mispronounce it, I'm super sorry, man, but he says, I used to do Dragon Knives, have some decent margins on the weekends because of PKing, plus no GE limit, I think. I think there is a GE limit, but it is super, super high. Rune Boots are like 500 to 600k if I recall correctly. Yeah, actually, I might want to try those Dragon Knives, actually. Since they've balanced out, since they've been added to the game, I actually want to try those again, so. Dragon Chain Bodies have been treating me good too. Dragon Chain Bodies are really good. They're a really good overnight flip in my opinion. Same with the Dragon Pickaxes. Those will also do you pretty good overnight. The problem with those two items is they're not the easiest to sell. So you got to be very patient when you're selling them. I've also tried, because I have had success with the Dragon Chain Bodies, I've also tried the Dragon Plate Bodies. The Dragon Plate Bodies are good too, but, and actually the margins on the Dragon Plate Bodies are really, really strong. But the issue I'm having with the Dragon Plate Bodies is I can never sell them. No one ever wants to buy them, it seems. So, when I put in a ton of effort to buy and sell them, like, I'm getting 300k for the flip, or each one I buy and sell, but dang, it takes forever. We're going to cut back a little bit on the Dragon Warhammers. I'm a little bit nervous they are going to crash on us, just because we haven't been able to sell any in a minute here. So, we're going to drop it a good bit and try to get those off. Try flipping the Dins. Okay, we'll try to flip the Dins as soon as we can get one of these other items cleared up. And I'm really nervous about these Archer's Rings, guys. I kind of want to see if we can still see the buy price we put in for those. We can't. So I'm going to go... I don't want to dump them. We'll do 5578. I mean, we're not really making any profit off these anymore. If we are, I think we're close to a break even on those. If so, I'm really just hoping we can sell them. I want to clear this up. I really thought we were going to be able to get those Archer Rings off, so really unfortunate. You can put me on the Trident of the Seas in the Discord flip log. They are really good margins most of the time. Or you put me on Trident of this. Oh, I put you onto the item. Yeah, Trident of the Seas is pretty good. I like the uncharged, or the, I think it's the uncharged Toxic Tridents though, or tend to have really good margins at times too. So I've been into those somewhat recently. Ice-T put me onto those, and I flipped a couple, and they've been very, very nice. Although it's been a minute since I've done them, so maybe they're not as good anymore. I'm not entirely sure. So. Alright, we're just going to dump the Archer's Rings, to be honest. I don't want to be patient and leave this slot open the whole time. Hopefully we don't lose too much money on those. It wasn't a... I feel like we bought for a little bit higher than that. I think we bought for 5,550, so we lost maybe 70k at the max. 70k on those Archer's Rings, but we also sold some of them, so I don't know. It's close to like, maybe we lost like 20, 30k. Not terrible. We'll take the loss. Let's try the Din's Bulwark though, although these are not the fastest flip. I do like to flip these, and they tend to have really good margins at times. And they've pretty much stabled out, so not really a great margin right now though, so we're gonna cut back on those. Let's check the price of the Dragon Dart tip again. They did start coming pretty fast at the end there, so I'm not sure. Yeah, they crashed on us. Of course they did. Of course they did. We're gonna list 3390, 3389 actually, and we're gonna leave that there. Now those might not sell on the live stream here, but I can almost guarantee they're gonna sell after a few hours. So worst comes to worst, we're just gonna leave those and be very, very stingy. We're not gonna sell those for lower. Let's check the Guthin sets here. I don't know if we still have the buy price for those or the sell price. Yeah, we do. 2821 is what we'll sell for. 2821995, and we'll let that do its thing. Should sell pretty quick, I think, because they weren't really buying out anymore. So I think the margin is likely gone up a little bit. So I'm hoping those will, well, since we haven't sold any yet, I don't know if that's true or not. We're actually hitting kind of a rough patch here with our flips. We're having trouble buying and selling a lot of the stuff here. So let's go ahead and sell off these mana rays. We're going to do, I think they were selling for 1098, so we'll do 1097. They were right at the margin price, so those should sell. Yeah, I'm not too worried about those. We're going to cut back on the Dragon Arrows as well. Make sure we get a ton of sell offers in so we can fix everything up here. There's no way this is on here, is it? Yeah. We'll check the margin on that again. Dragon Arrows, and yeah, it should be for a solid price here. 812, that's not bad at all. We'll put that in and let it do its thing. And let's see how much we're getting on those. Not too much, but looks like maybe 8 GP or so. It's not too bad. Jordy says, Battle Staffs tried yet? No, I haven't tried the Battle Staffs yet. I don't normally flip Battle Staffs on live stream. Now, the reason being is they don't really make you a ton of money. The margins are never like that good to where I'm impressed by the item. So, we could try it, but flipping Battle Staffs is not really an item I showcase a lot because it's an item that it's very volatile, and it takes a lot of, it honestly takes a lot of experience to flip Battle Staffs. So we'll try them, but we'll see if we can actually succeed on those or not. 6k, well, maybe we do like 9k. No, I can't quite do 9k. 8k though should be feasible. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll try flipping these. I don't normally flip them on live stream though, as I've said before, so if we can successfully buy and sell some of these, that'd be awesome. And we should have enough money to flip something else once these mana rays clear up too, which would be quite nice. Gonna cut back on the oak planks as well too, just for time's sake and for efficiency. So hopefully we can sell these off for 401, and yeah, I'll go from there. VPixel says, I wonder if flipping the Dragon Hunter crossbow would be worth it. I mean, obviously going to need like 360 mil stack to flip 3, but more hypothetical question for now. Actually surprised you were asking that, VPixels. So, I have actually tried, haven't recently, but I've tried flipping the Dragon Hunter crossbow in the past, and I never got a good margin on it, like ever. I was able to get like 100k at points, but it was so hard to buy and sell. Like, it was totally not worth the effort that I put in. But once that Dragon Hunter Lance came out, I started flipping that instead, and since it's cheaper, it buys and sells quicker, and you get better margins on it. So if you're thinking about flipping the Dragon Hunter crossbow, try flipping the Dragon Hunter Lance. It's, in my opinion, way better. Again, you can try both out if you want, but you'll probably get similar results if I had to guess. $54795,995. I really want to get these Warhammers off because I've seen the downside of the Warhammers. You can lose a lot of money on these. So we just need to be careful and watch these very closely before the margin drops too much. Brian says, I hate battle staffs. You can get similar margins for less than 90 mil, lol. Yeah, battle staffs aren't my favorite either. That being said, the limit is like 11k every 4 hours, and we were getting like almost a 20 GP margin on those. So that's like really good. If we can get 20 GP on battle staffs, like that's going to be a solid flip. It's not going to be as well versus the Grimy Renar would be, but it's still going to be quite nice. Anyway, hopefully you guys are enjoying the live stream today. Please leave a like if you are. It really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you do enjoy it. Trying to make as much money as possible today, of course, as we always do. The margins seem to be closing on us though, so I'm not really too happy about that. Yeah, so those instantly sold. I was getting a little bit nervous for those Guthans sets, to be honest. They weren't really going, but we instant sold them, made more than I thought we would, honestly, on them for just instant selling. So, what is that, like 70k almost? Is that right? Or is it a little bit less than that? A little bit less, like 50k about. So, I mean, not really a great flip. We're seeming to struggle here towards the end, so not my favorite thing to do, but... Was Guthans always that cheap? No, sir. No, no, no. Lobin. The Guthans used to actually be really, really expensive. And it used to be like 8 to 10 mil until they nerfed Nightmare Zone way back in the day. And then they went down to around 4 to 5 mil. And now recently they've gone really, really low. So as far as I remember, the Darox set and the Guthans armor sets, the Guthans used to be more than the Darox. But they were pretty close in price, but then, I don't know, I guess Guthans is a lot cheaper now. So, either way. Ever thought of a Clue Skull grind stream? Maybe. I mean, if there's demand for it, I'll do it. I just, usually, like, with my PC setup right now, it's really easy for me to do the flipping streams, so I haven't done a ton of other stuff in game, but put it in suggestions on the Discord, and we'll get around to it. It was like 6 mil just for the spear or something like that. Yeah, those were crazy times. I remember grinding to try to get the Guthans set, and I finally had enough money to get one, so I bought it. And then they nerfed Nightmare Zone like a week later, but even so, like my stats weren't high enough to really benefit from going AFK Nightmare Zone, so kind of missed the boat on that one, unfortunately. But hey, you win some, you lose some. Again, everything seems to be kind of not too good right now. I'm trying to sell a lot of this stuff, but we're having a lot of trouble flipping here. We got 12 mil to work with though, so let me think about what we can put that into. We could try sharks actually, because that's going to run us, what, 8 to 9 mil to flip those. So we haven't done them today yet. We checked them, but they weren't really a good margin. And now we're getting a 3 GP margin on those sharks, so in my opinion, that's going to be worth it for us. Let's put that in there, let it do its thing. Get about 4.6 mil left to work with from there. We'll check Zolver scales again. 193, hopefully buying for at least 191. Yes, 191, so we're going to go ahead and buy a bunch of those out. Oh, we can't quite flip the limit. Can we do 27k of those? No, we cannot. Maybe 24k will be acceptable. Yeah, 24k looks good. I remember getting 2 spears in 30kc made bank. That's when I just started old school RuneScape. Dang, that is super lucky. You sold it at the prime time, I'll tell you that, man. Yeah, there's also more barrow sets in game, of course. You know, as time goes on, these things are going to decrease a lot in price because barrows is a pretty decent mid-level moneymaker, though, still. It's what you can get about 1 to 1.5 mil an hour, depending on your luck, and if you have the, what is it, the Mortania Hard Diaries done, which really a medium-level account can do. The requirements for the Mortania Hards are not done. Even I have those done, and dude, I'm a noob player, like, and I've got those done, so... as you can see, I am very, very accomplished. We really need to get these Western provinces done. That's definitely something, that's like one of the first things I'm going to do as soon as I get out of school, is focus on that. Aaron Beelan, I don't know if I've seen you around here, man. So, welcome to the live stream if you are new. If you're not, apologies for that. Maybe you're just more of a quiet viewer. But either way, he is asking, what items would you suggest with 130 mil? So, I'm assuming... you've got a 130 mil cash stack to work with, and my guess is you probably want some safer, more high quantity items, so I can recommend you a bunch of stuff for that. But as we did earlier on stream, dragon darts are quite good. for 130 mil cash stack for sure. They're going to be sort of difficult to flip at times, but you can get really nice margins on those. Mahogany planks are going to be very good too, and dragon arrows, don't forget about those. On top of that, if you want some more higher margin stuff, I would recommend that you go try and flip like primordial boots or eternal boots. Maybe start with the eternal boots because they are a little bit safer, a little bit less of a margin, and you won't lose as much money if a bad scenario comes up. But you can just try the primordials and the eternal boots. I would not recommend trying the big Asians quite yet. On top of that, bandage chest plates are quite good. I've had a lot of success with those, but you're only going to be able to flip 2 or 3 with 130 mil if you want to flip other items at the same time, so keep that in mind. 130 mil though is also going to be good for your prayer potion flips, your stamina potion flips, super restore flips, Syratube and brew flips. Definitely potion flips are great for 130 mil cash stack. Anywhere from like 100 to 150 mil, your potion flips are going to be really nice because most of them run you about 20 to 30 mil to flip the limit. So yeah, those are going to be great. You can do a lot of those. Anyway, we just cleared up these oak planks here, guys. Actually decent amount of money on those, like 43k looks like, so that's not too bad at all. Jordy said there may be a Nightmare Zone nerf coming soon with moving it to Lunar Isle and locking it behind Dream Mentor if it passes the poll, that is. My guess is it's probably not going to pass the poll, but even if so, I've already got access to that, so I don't really care too much. 28 viewers in here right now, guys. What is up, everyone? Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Friday. Dude, I've been saying that a bunch today. Jeez. Hopefully I don't annoy most of you too much with that. We're going to cut back on the Warhammers and try to sell it just for like 54,730, 995, basically making us like no profit on that flip, but we really need to get these off. I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous about those. I'm going to go ahead and turn around, sell these sharks for 758 each, which looks like it's at the GE price, like the average price here, so that is cool to see. We got about 4.3 mil left to work with, and I kind of feel like flipping some runes with that, considering we don't have a ton of time left on today's stream, but we'll do law runes here and see if we can actually succeed with those. The nice thing about law runes is they don't have quite as good of margins as the, okay, we're not going to get any money off those. Death runes though, I don't know why I didn't think of that. And wrath runes would be good too, but I'm not going to do those quite yet. Let's go ahead and flip some of these death runes here. I think all the battle staffs almost came in. Okay, they almost all came in, so that is good to see. 3 GP on the death runes. Gonna go ahead and flip the limit of those, which is 10k every 4 hours if you're not familiar. And the battle staffs are almost finished, so we got to get ready to turn around and sell those. How big should the margin be for you to go in on the item? It depends on the item. If you have a specific item in mind, let me know. I can help you gauge that, but it really is item dependent, and how expensive. It also depends on how expensive the item is. 8248 is what we'll sell for. The problem with the battle staffs is, yeah, you flip so many and it costs so much money, and they do buy and sell fast, don't get me wrong, but I always feel disappointed in the profit at the end. Jordy says, do you still overnight dragon leather, or have you changed to a different item? Actually, recently I've been trying a lot of new items overnight. The dragon leathers, though, are like a consistent overnight one for me. The thing I like about dragon leather is, even if it doesn't work out that night, if you leave in the sell offer for like 3 days max, it will sell. So it's such a volatile, like, it's not really a volatile item, but it bounces up and down quite often, but it never really stretches beyond like certain points, like certain marks or certain price points. It will, but for very short periods of time. It always comes back to like a small price range. So that's what I really like about it. You're able to pick up a lot of cheap leather overnight, and then throughout the day you can sell it off for a higher price. Leather or hide, or do both work? I flip the dragon hide leather for the most of the part. The hide also works, and you actually be able to get better margins with the hide, but it's a little bit harder to sell. So there's a trade-off for that. Let's say I can make 10k on Pegasians. Should I do that or not? For Pegasians, you're looking at an item that's about, what, 34 to 36 mil, somewhere in that range. I'm not exactly sure what the price is, but so if you're only making 10k on the Pegasians, it's really not worth your time to flip them. That being said, the smaller a margin is for a high price item, the quicker you will be able to buy and sell it most of the time. So 10k though is a little bit too small. If you're gonna flip the Pegasians, I would be looking for at least 50k margins on those, and even 50k is low. For me, I would say like 80k or above would be good for a Pegasian flip, and that is pretty low. Because normally on Pegasians you can get like 150 to 250k. I would say was a pretty average margin, but anything over 80k, I think I would flip, to be quite honest. But Primordials is even different in itself. Like Primordial boots, if I was getting a 50k margin on Primordials, I'd probably flip them, but nothing less than 50k on those. And Eternal boots, anything less than 15k, I wouldn't flip. It really is item dependent, and you'll start to get a feel once you flip an item a few times, like where it normally lands in price range, what the margin normally is, and if the margin is too small, you can just avoid it. Aaron says, and would you suggest for me just to price check it myself? That's really up to you. I personally really like price checking in game, but it does cost a lot of money to do that. I do cut into my profits a lot by manually checking items. Some items you definitely want to use GE Tracker, like Justicar items or Ancestral. You kind of want to gauge it off GE Tracker, but for items that are traded a bit more, like for me, I think it's worth checking Primordial prices in game or Dragon Warhammer prices in game. You really want to get the most accurate prices you can on those. But yeah, you can also use GE Tracker. Especially for items such as Spectral Shields, Arcane Shields that aren't traded as much and things like that. You're going to want to use GE Tracker because the prices move a lot, and the price you check for on the margin is not the price it's going to stay at for very long. So it's really up to you to gauge if you want to use margin checks in game or if you want to choose to check on GE Tracker. Obviously, it's easier to check in game. You're going to get the most accurate margin, but again, GE Tracker, sometimes you can get very reliable margins on there as well. Not as good, but not as reliable, I would say. 31 mil at the moment. You want 70 to 100k margin at least. Yeah, so we're kind of on the same page for that one, Ice-T. Buy to sell ratio, do you want a positive or negative number generally? This is an interesting question. I actually did a video on this a while ago, but the buy sell ratio, if the buy sell ratio is positive, the item is moving upwards in price. In my opinion, it is always better to buy on a positive buy sell ratio because it is showing that the price is moving upwards. Now, if you buy on the reason, and you might be like, oh, but that means the price is moving up. That means it's going to be more expensive to flip. What if it starts to crash? Well, that is true, but let's look at the alternative, okay? It's much better to buy an item when it looks like it's moving up in price than when it's going to move down in price. So if the buy-sell ratio is negative, you don't know how low this item is going to fall. So let's say it is a negative buy-to-sell ratio, and, for example, we'll say Primordial Boots. Let's say they have a negative buy-to-sell ratio. So the price is moving downwards. Okay, so you might be like, it's a good time to flip it because the price is relatively low. The price is moving downwards. Then you might buy that Primordial boot and try to sell it for a flip, but since the price is moving down, you might not be able to flip it for a profit. It might keep going down in price, and you might lose money on it. That's why I always think it's safer to buy when an item is going up in price, because even though you might hit it when it's at its top price and it might start crashing, you might lose a lot of money, it's a lot safer, in my opinion, to buy when it's moving upwards in price, because it could fall at any point, don't get me wrong, but if it's showing upward price movement, it's likely going to continue. Same thing if it's showing negative price movement, it's likely to continue. Sure, you might hit it at its lowest price, but you probably are not going to do that, logistically. So it's kind of hard to explain, but I would always recommend positive buy to sell ratios unless an item is at an extremely high price. And if that's the case, I would just avoid the item in general. Yeah, sorry, that one's really hard to explain. I think I do a better job of explaining it in the video that I've seen, or in the video that I've made. So if you're interested, just hit me up on Discord. You can private message me, and I'll send the video link over to you. I'm not exactly sure which one it is, but Ice-T says, I've got to go. Good luck making money, everyone. See you later, Ice-T. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream, man. You better have left a like, too, bro. But yeah, Ice-T actually had a really good Pegasian flip in the Discord that he put in there. And Jordy says, but isn't it harder to buy an item when there's less sold than bought? This is true. It is harder to buy an item, but if you think about it, if it's harder to buy an item, that means it's going up in price because people are willing to pay more for that item than if because it's harder to buy, so people are willing to pay more, and the margin is going to stretch upwards. Same thing if it's going down. If it's easier to buy an item than it is to sell an item, that means price is going, or is it, yeah, if it's easier to buy an item than it is to sell an item, then price is going to go down. Because a bunch of people are going to be buying it, so, wait, that's not right. Sorry. If it's, God, it's like in my mind, like I get it mentally, but sometimes it's hard to convey to you guys. If an item is hard to buy, the price it will go up because people are willing to pay more for it. If the item is easy to buy, price will go down because people are just going to dump it basically. So absolutely, thank you so much, dude. I've been trying to test it myself, but it's been hard to tell what's best so far with low money to test. I wouldn't focus too hard on the buy-sell ratio. It is a good indicator, but it's not really an essential thing to keep track of to really determine if you're gonna have a good flip or not. So just generally keep margins in mind at first. When you become more advanced, or I don't know how advanced of a flipper you are, but it's not something you should primarily focus on. It is a nice attribute to look into, but it's not something I would say, hey, flip this because it's got a positive buy-sell ratio. You know, it's a good sign. It's not an indicator. That's a good way to put it. It's a positive sign to flip an item. It's not an indicator to flip an item. We're going to do 600 on those. I think we can get more off of it. It might instant sell even, but I just feel like getting those off relatively easily. Now, we're just going to leave everything else in for its original sell offers here, guys. We're going to cut the stream back right now. And thank you guys for tuning in on this Friday. I'm going to let you guys know the profits in the Discord as soon as I get them. So hopefully they don't take super long. I'll keep you guys posted on that, of course, like I always do. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy the live stream, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. Really gets my content up there with some other great creators. And honestly, I love bringing you guys the Friday streams. Really appreciate the support that you guys put in today, because we had a lot of viewers in here today, a lot of questions, a lot of people saying what's up. I'll get to the live chat questions before I leave, don't worry. So Haven says, just curious, how would you say you make on average on flipping for a day? So when I play RuneScape and I'm flipping, I probably flip for anywhere between 1 to 2 hours a day. I usually don't flip too much more than that. Sometimes I do, but rare. If I flip for 1 to 2 hours a day and I'm not on live stream, I would say I would make I probably make 4 mil an hour flipping on the low end. Between 4 and 6 mil an hour flipping, I would say I can make. Especially this past week, I've been making a ton of money. But besides that, yeah, I really I would say if I flip for 2 hours, I'll probably make 8 mil. If I flip for 1 hour, I probably make like 5 mil. Just because my margins start to dry up as I go on to that second hour, so I can't make as much that second hour. If I had another account, though, I usually could. So just take the easy 2.5% IRR and just flip that constantly. If you're beginning, usually iron ores and adamant ores go quick if you're free to play. So yeah, you could do that. Return on investment is pretty good for that. Now, free to play flipping is going to be a lot harder because you do have less slots to flip with, so that is also something to keep in mind. But yeah, so if you're free to play, it might be worth it for you to make like 3 accounts and spread as much GP as you have across those accounts and hit all those limits. And grapes are a really good free to play flip. I'm just gonna put that out there. Anyway, guys, hopefully you did enjoy the live stream today. Leave a like if you did, really does help me out a lot. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Always bringing flipping content and flipping live streams to the channel for you guys to enjoy. So hopefully you did enjoy today's. Now, if you are interested in learning how to flip with your cash stack, or even if you're an experienced flipper or just looking for more flipping ideas or more items to flip, join us in our Discord, link in the description below. This is a fantastic place to learn how to flip with your cash stack. Really, I've had a lot of people join there and have success. They always come back into the live stream and say, what's up? Thank you for helping me. The Discord is amazing. So if you guys are interested in joining the Discord, check it out. If you don't like it, you can leave. No worries. It's an easy commitment thing. It's free to do. So link in the description below for that if you're interested. Thank you guys all for tuning in today, and I will see you all next time.